We are here again. Thank you, people. We are live. This is a live show. Welcome to my live show. Thank you so much. So we're going to handle today causes of the coup in Africa, the coup d'etat. Everything is coming. I have some guests with me today. I'm waiting for the other one, but one is here. I want to bring him onto the stream. Come. Welcome, sir. Evangelist Prince Ewemade Konkons, our PRO, the best one in town. How are you, sir? Welcome. You have to unmute. You're muted.
Yes, now I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes, but it's kind of breaking.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are my bestie.
Thank you.
How is life with you? How is life treating you?
Well, we are coping. We can't complain, you know.
Yes.
We are coping, given the recent wave of austerity.
Hardship.
We are coping. East to west, north south is the same cry.
Exactly. Today I just the matter with the ground, it's too big. So I kind of, want some people who also share my perception too. Yeah, my view, who also share with me that we don't deserve to be suffering. Yeah. We don't. Africa as a continent is a rich one, but because our leaders have taken it as a personal business, this is why we are where we are now. And we just learned again, the imperialism is not stopping in no time. It's going on. You see why French is so bizarre right now. They are going bizarre because of everything coming out. So, sir, I want you to lend your voice to Faith is coming. We're waiting for Faith. I want you to lend your voice on this coup d'etat. Like every day now is coup d'etat. I want you to lend your voice. What is the cause? What do you think, in your own view, what do you think is the cause of this coup?
Well, first of all, I am not a supporter of coup d'etat, no matter how we look at it. But again, we have to first of all look at the cause of this coup d'etat. It started like in 2022. Now we have like 7 African countries being run by the military juntas. And if you look at the cries from these young military officers, you will have to reason with them that what they have done is in the best interest of their citizens.
Exactly.
Again, coup d'etat is not something people just wake up in the morning and decide to overthrow a democratically elected government. No, it is not. They are doing it because I'm going to use 2 countries as an example. Let's look at the Niger Republic. The president has been there for quite some time, and there was an election. The election was to me, that was an election. That was selection.
Yeah, that was.
And also look at Gabon as well. The family of the Bongo Ali has been in power for 55 years. I saw a recent picture of the young president now and his father when he was very young. So the father was in power for 55 years. Okay, that's over 5 decades.
Over 5 decades for
2 generations.
It's not hierarchy.
That's 2 generations. Okay. Now the son became the president. He has been in power. Now he amended the constitution to suit his own purpose in order to remain in power.
Can you imagine?
Okay. And if you look at this country, Gabon, for example, for the last 55 years that the father was in power, has there been any changes, any visible changes in the life of the average citizen of that country?
Never.
My answer is no.
No.
Okay. The son became the president. He has been in power now close to about 14 years thereabout. Has there been any changes in the life of the average citizen of Gabon? The answer is no.
Never.
So, to be honest with you, the so-called democracy that the Western world brought to Africa to embrace it, to embrace their own Western world democracy. It is not working for the African continent. Okay. I must say, it is not working. You know, again, I do not support coup, but I support a revolution without ammunition in the whole of the African continent. I support it with all my heart and my might. I support revolution without ammunition. The Africans must take back Africa, because we cannot continue to suffer, lament. I mean, most of Africans who migrated from Africa to the shores of the Western world and the so-called US, Canada, UK, Australia, and the rest, we are all suffering.
Yes.
We have what it takes to be the greatest continent on the face of this planet.
Yes.
But because of the so-called, the ants of the monkey, I call them the ants of the monkey, that remains in the pot. They give you one with one hand and they take from the back.
Yes.
So these people will continue to make African dry. I read there's a statement from the Burkina Faso military junta. He said if France wants uranium, they should come to Africa to establish a plant, a battery plant in Africa. Mm-hmm. If they want cocoa, they should come to Africa to establish cocoa factory, thereby creating employment for the Africans.
For the common man, for the African people.
If they want oil, they should come and open the refinery in Africa. If they want gold, they should do the same thing. And if you look at all this, these are the bitter hard pill to sell. This is the truth. Exactly. We cannot, as a continent, continue to remain the way we are. This is not the Africa we want to hand over to our children.
No.
It is not. Things are not working. We are the people that own these resources. But the country that doesn't produce, that doesn't have resources, they live far better than the Africans. They live far better. Look at the UK that I live here. They look at the UK.
Cost and they are
Look at across the country, the US.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Africa remains the poorest continent, in spite of all the God-given resources. We have everything. Nigeria, for example, the mineral resources in Nigeria, from the nook and cranny, the 9,000 kilometer landscape of Nigeria, we have over 41 mineral resources. Mm-hmm. Enough to feed 27 European countries. Enough to feed 27 European countries.
We have to.
I'm not just saying it. The statistics are there. What do they produce in Canada? What do they produce in UK? What do they produce in the United States? What do they have? Do they have the resources? No. If they have it, their tanker will not be illegally moving stuff from Africa's shores to their countries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, so yes, the military taking over power is a welcome development right now for the African youth. It is a welcome development. And the reason I say that is that because these young men, they said they cannot remain silent. They cannot continue to live the way they are living right now.
Yes.
So that is why they are forcefully taking over government from the so-called puppet of the Western powers. You cannot be in power if you stay in power for 10 years, you can't do anything. Then what makes you think you can, if you stay in power for 20 years, you will be able to do more?
Exactly.
If you can't do anything for years, get out.
Yes.
Well, my sister, the truth of the matter is we don't want military coup in Africa. But again, with the reality on ground, yes, we want it. Let them take over the whole of Africa. Let military take over from Nigeria, all over the whole of Africa. Let them take over. We are better off with military being in power. Let me take you back to the era of Abacha. The late Sani Abacha of a blessed memory, I would say.
Yeah,
most people will castigate that man as an evil man, but he wasn't an evil man. When the man was in power, they didn't borrow any money from any country. That was why the World Bank and the World Bank and the IMF.
And they never liked value. Our money had value.
They never liked that man because he never came to them to borrow any money.
Exactly.
That man did not borrow any money from anybody. You know, and Naira had value when that man was in power.
Yes, our money had value. So why is the French country now, Emmanuel,
not continue to remain the way we are?
Yes. Emmanuel Macron is crying foul. Why is he crying?
And that's why I always use my every given opportunity. I always want to reach out to every Africans, wherever you are. Wake up from your comfort zone. Begin to speak. Begin to speak. If you don't speak, nobody will speak for you. Add your voice to the voice of my sister Eddie. Add your voice to the voice of Prince, who is also doing the program. Add your voice to every Africans. Speak, write. If you can write. Exactly. Because we need to. We cannot hand over this African talk today to the next generation. It is not.
It go hard.
It's not something we want to do.
Yes.
That's why, in the words of Kwame Nkrumah, he said, we Africans must not look east or west. We must look Africa. So I think I will stop there for now and allow you to continue with the program.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you for this contribution, because we needed to hear from you too, from people of like minds. So the way, me too, just like what you said, I am not in for coup d'etat. But if that is the only way to stop this shenanigan, then let's go for it. Exactly what you said. I have the same point. You are in power for 8 years. Nothing, you cannot effect a change. And you continue to impose yourself on the people. The consequences of it, they are just all negative. You continue to make the people live like garbage, like nothing. They live less than human. And then you say you are in power. I will show you some of the African, we're waiting for one more guest, but she's not here yet. Some of the longest serving African leaders. I don't know if you can see this.
Yes, I can see it. I can see
Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, 44 years. Libya, 41. Gabon, Omar Bongo Ondimba, 41. East Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, 40. Angola, 38. Togo, oh my goodness. Zimbabwe, Cameroon, Congo, 35. Uganda, Swatini, King Moswati 3. The king, then the other one, the one currently now, I'll show you that these current 7 heads of state that they will not leave. How can somebody be in power for 21 years, 30 years? You can see this now. Chad Idris Deby. We have Eritrea, Isaias Afekwi, 27 years, my glasses. We have in Togo, 15 years. We have in
Cameroon. Look at the Cameroon.
In Cameroon, let me see. Rwanda is 21. Lesotho is how many years there? Congo is 37. Obiang Kungima, 41 years. My brother and my people, how do we continue with this? Cameroon now has been there for how many years? I have my list here. It's just all heartbreaking all the time. When I see this, I'm like, okay, this is not hierarchy. This is not inheritance. How much more when you finish, only traditional positions are being inherited. And I think it's like the Great Britain and our Great Benin. Our Great Benin's inheritance. The other ones, I think, is by selection or by election. They do them. Look at Cameroon, Paul Biya, 90 years old in office since 1982. 1982, we remember we're still in primary school, 1982. Yeah. And now I'm a mother, I am grown, he's still there, 45 years. Somebody will just be leading a country for 45 years. Equatorial Guinea, Obiang has been there for since 1979, making 44 years. Republic of Congo, Denis Nguoso, 79 years old. He has been there for 44 years. Name them. There are too many to name. Museveni, that man, oh goodness. What is democracy here, my brother? That's the question, the next question. Because now the Western world is aware now that our eyes are opening. Our eyes are opening. How can you be protecting somebody who has been sitting there for more than 5 decades, and you are still, trying to impose this same family on us. Brother, that question is for you. Same family on us. For 50 more years, family has been in power in Gabon. And now, we, the African countries, the citizens are reacting that they cannot, they cannot continue like this. Nothing is changing. Their lives is like rag, like garbage. And the Western world is reacting, telling them that they should bring back democracy. Is that democracy to you? Because to me, not. I need you to answer that.
Not at all. That's not democracy. Democracy is, they should, first of all, in democracy, there should be a time limit in office.
Okay.
If it's 2 tenure of 4 years or 5 years, 2 tenure, and that's it. Because democracy is not autocracy where one family can rule for as long as they choose. They hand over, to their family, to their son, as if it's a hereditary. So that's not democracy. So that's why I say, I use that word. Democracy is not working for Africa.
No.
Democracy is not working for Africa. It is not working in the soil of Africa. Democracy is not working.
Okay.
So I think that is why this younger generation of military in power, that's why they are doing what they are doing, because they've seen it. Most of them grew up and saw what democracy did to their forefather and their forefathers. And they do not want to be a part of, that democracy that the Western world referred to, because democracy is not working in Africa. It's not working.
Okay, that is not, to me,
so
that is
at the end of the day. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Continue, sir.
No, so at the end of the day, we should probably practice what is best for us. That includes, if the military is going to be in power for a certain period of time, to make sure the country is turned, the continent is turned around to the way the founding father left it for them, better. Because in the words of Kwame Nkrumah, on 6th March 1959, when Ghana got their independence, he said, until the whole of Africa is free, Ghana was not free. Over 60 years later, are we still free as a continent?
No, we are not.
The answer is no.
No, we are not.
So Africans, wake up from your slumber, wherever you are, wake up, and it's time for you to act. Take your continent back.
And we are the cause of our problems. The Africa #1, we are the cause of our problem. Because of greed. So we become a stooge to the Western world. Because of greed.
Yes.
When we give them this, they will give us that. But whatever they give does not go around to the citizens. Take Niger. Niger, for example, right now. Niger has uranium that can produce electricity in bundles, produce electricity, everlasting electricity. But I tell you, more than 3/4 of Nigerians do not have light. I'm not lying to you. More than
Niger, the electricity is being
have electricity.
The electricity is being supplied from the northern part of Nigeria. They have uranium, but they don't have electricity.
They have uranium. So where does that uranium
doesn't have uranium? They have electricity 24/7 in France.
So France come and take their uranium, leave them in darkness, then go and borrow. So why are African leaders so daft? Are they just daft or they are greedy? Which language should I use, sir? Correct me.
It's greed. It's greed. It's greed. The thing is, there was, I think it was, I forgot his name, Botha, the former South African president under apartheid. There was a statement he made that black people are only they are good in making babies and having parties. That's what they are good for. That if you allow them to rule, they can rule themselves. That was part of the reason they wanted to remain in power in South Africa, And in a way, I'm sorry, with no disrespect to my race, but sometimes I think that is true. If I look deep into that statement of Botha, I think his name is Botha, the former South African president. If I look into that statement, I think it's true, because just look at the whole of Africa continent. Tell me one that is different.
None.
Tell me one, just one.
None.
That is different.
None.
If you give them power, they will forget where they are coming from. They will forget about the masses. They will never be in touch with the average commoners in their country. The next thing, they will start buying property all over the world. That was why we members of the obedient movement worldwide, we were so excited, happy to see someone like Peter Gregory Obi of Labour Party. The man, there was a statement he made when he visited Washington, D.C., when he had some, I think it was like a town hall meeting. He said when he was the governor of Anambra State, the then governor of Anambra State, when he came on a visit to the United States, somebody asked him if he wanted to buy a house, he should come up. No, he should come and buy a house in the US. And he asked the person, how many Americans come to Nigeria to buy a house?
Okay.
So from that very statement that man made, that was where I fell in love with him.
How many of Americans come buy a house?
Come to Africa to buy property.
This greed, we have to stop it. They say the kingdom of God suffereth violence. The violent people take it by force. The violent ones.
That is true. That
Even
is it.
if we do not want war, now we have been doing. Okay, now this is the next question. I don't want to jump short you. Let you handle this. I want you to talk about the Chicago results. Chicago results. First of all, let's just quickly rub ECOWAS. ECOWAS is saying democracy, democracy, democracy. Does ECOWAS really know what they are saying, or they are just hypocrites? Because that's what I call them. If you really think it's democracy, the rule of law has to stand. There has to be free and fair election where you get a leader. It doesn't matter who that leader is. Maybe the leader is 100 years because they have not put an age, a cutoff age. Okay, it's not the age that is the problem. Did the people vote for you? If you take the position, you take leadership by force, you take it by rigging. Is it different from coup d'etat? Because all these ECOWAS with their 2 mouths and ears, 4 ears and 2 mouths, they are speaking about democracy, speaking about the rule of law, speaking about we cannot entertain coup d'etat. What is the difference between rigging of an election and a coup d'etat? Sir, question to you.
My dear sister, to be honest with you, those ECOWAS leaders, for me, I call them bunch of hypocrites. I call them hypocrites because, one, they are standing up trying to chastise another country, to tell them what to do, to hand over to someone that will ring his way to the office. Why in their own country? For example, let's use Tinubu, for example, as the president of ECOWAS. You and I know how he came to power. He was selected by the INEC.
Selected by
the
INEC.
Election was not INEC. The election was not free and fair. He has no moral standing.
No.
To speak to the military junta in Niger Republic or the Republic of Gabon. The reason is that he that goes to equity must come with a clean hands.
God bless you.
Tinubu hand is not clean.
You cannot come through the window and have to clean inside the house. What happened
on February 25th, 2023 this year, the Nigerian election, was more than a coup d'etat. That was a coup.
And people died.
Whatever way you want to describe coup d'etat, that was the highest of the coup d'etat in the history of Nigeria. We cried a little bit about the June 1993 election. That was nothing. But what happened this last election, this was more than a coup d'etat. So Tinubu should shut up. He has no moral right to challenge any country that witness coup for the next 1-2 years. He has no moral.
Exactly what I want ECOWAS to do.
So all the ECOWAS leaders, they should bury their head in shame. All of them, they should bury their head in shame. They are all nothing but nuisance. Puppets of the Western world.
And a bunch of idiots. They are the hypocrites in the highest order. How can you be legalizing what is illegitimate? How? How can you call Tinubu to say he's the head of ECOWAS? How can Tinubu sit with you and be talking about coup d'etat? What brought him to the office? Have they suddenly died? Have they suddenly lost their eyes and their hearing, their sight and their hearing? How? How can you be an hypocrite and you say you are the leader of Africa? You came through the window. You want to start cleaning the house. Me, I don't understand. This is why this question always bugged me. You are the, you know, the
let me add this to it.
Yes, sir.
Let me add this to it. During my engagement with some of my Pan-African brothers, you know, from some of this East Africa, North Africa, and all that, we have a Pan-African. I'm a member of a Pan-African dialogue.
A group.
We have different chapters in the whole of Africa.
Okay.
During my engagement with one of them, he said, you know, he said all the rest of Africa countries, they are waiting for the liberation of Nigeria. When Nigeria become liberated from the hands of those who had Nigeria down, the rest of Africa will follow suit.
Okay.
And the reason you are seeing this coup d'etat across, this is just the beginning. It's going to be like it's just like the Egyptian the uprising.
Yes.
It's just like the Egyptian uprising. The Egyptian uprising that went through Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco, the whole of North Africa. This is exactly what's going on today. This coup d'etat. Because since Tinubu have, you know, Tinubu and INEC did what the military couldn't do, so now Africa is still there. They were waiting for Nigeria. So Nigeria is off the hook now because the coup d'etat that the INEC imposed on Nigeria. So now the rest of Africa country want to take their countries back.
Oh yeah,
and it's coming to Nigeria. That's why you see the echo work. They've been paranoid because the reason is that Nigeria Republic is too close for comfort. It's too close to Nigeria. When the coup happen in the back of your house, what next?
You don't reach your body.
And this military officers, they have their own union. They liaise with each other. They are coming. It's just like when the Bible said, when Jesus Christ is coming back to earth, he's going to come like a thief. That's what is going on in Africa right now. They are taking it one step at a go. The next thing, it will happen somewhere. The next thing, it will happen somewhere. Before you know, the whole of Africa is taking over the military. And this is what I for me personally, I'll be very glad. I will dance to the glory of God when I see the whole of Africa taken over by military. Because enough is enough.
Yes. I think these guys have waited too long. They're waiting for Nigeria to take back its glory. They're waiting for Nigeria to resurrect Africa. And Nigeria is just there because of corruption. And don't buy the military, don't buy and buy and buy. Let me see how many you can buy. So these guys couldn't wait any longer. And I cannot blame them. As you see, every day I pray for them. And the thing that just gladdened my heart inside, no soul died. No soul. Tinubu should be ashamed of himself. In an election that was rigged for him, he killed people. So many people died. I don't even have numbers. So many people died. So many are in hospitals right now. So many have lost their life. Lost everything because of an election. But in this change of government that they did by force in Niger and Gabon, nobody died. No soul died. So they should be ashamed of themselves. They couldn't wait for Nigeria anymore because they see that Nigeria is just sitting there, going to court and court and court and court. This is the best thing to do. If anybody likes, let them call me whatever they want to call me. I will not hide. I'm very vocal. How can you conduct an election, a sham of an election? Why do you call people out to come for an election when you know that you've already selected your candidate? Oga, why would you call people to come and stand under the sun, under the rain, to face all the rigors, and after, then you give it to your INEC selected, the ones that bought Nigeria? Why? Why didn't you just tell us you want to give it to Tinubu? Please go home. Would that not have been better?
That would have saved us a lot of billions of naira that was spent by the government. Yes. Over 300 something billion that was spent by the federal government. They gave Then the European Union also gave them a lot of millions of euro for them to make sure the election was
to make sure that the election went well.
At the end of the day, all the money was embezzled and the election was a sham.
Yeah, a big sham. The only thing that they used the money to buy was that fake beavers. No, the beavers is not fake. They are the fake ones. They went in and did something to the beavers so it doesn't load the presidential result. So beavers is not fake. They, Mahmoud Yakubu and INEC and Tinubu with APC and all those drug lord and whatever you call them, the cabals, they are the fake ones. So how long can they, like APC has been there now. This is the 8th year. Another one just took over. APC is not doing well. The only difference in Nigeria, because when you say, oh, they are sitting there like hierarchy, the other one is sitting for 40 years, the other one is sitting, is the same, sir. APC and APC, they are the same. When something is not going well, you go to another party. It's like you want to buy tomatoes, and the one you bought last week, iroti, they smell, not cook well. You go to another place to buy. You will not go to that woman again. You will not go to that tomato seller to buy the same rotten tomatoes, because you would have learned that your tomatoes that you used last week wasn't good, and then you don't trust this woman. So you have the right to go to somewhere else and buy your tomato. But no, Nigerians and APC, the evil party, want us to be under them forever. Now they are delivering nonsense, making people go berserk, making people to kill themselves. Yesterday, I saw a video online, and that video, I posted it on YouTube, but the YouTube took it down. You know why? They said it contained violence. What happened?
Aggressive.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't say no. I know when some of the content,
yes, they don't allow it. But really, there was no fighting or whatever. It was a baby that was thrown into the stream at Badagry Road. A lady threw her child out into the stream. So for a mother that had, got pregnant, birthed the baby after all that hard labor, after that, maybe the baby is like 2 months or so, she couldn't take it anymore. Hardship and all of that. She threw her own child, and she's telling you that she has no food to feed the baby. Hardship is killing her. If you see the lady disheveled, unkempt, she's just like, let this world end. This is what the government has handed us. You are illegitimate, number one. You do not even know what to do. You are clueless, number two. And yet you are forcing yourself on the people. When the people reject you, the only way to reject a leader is at the pool. When you go to the polls, you put your ballot paper and you say, no, I don't want this person. Is that not democracy? In Nigeria, it doesn't exist. Even when you say no, they will rig the election. I want you to quickly talk about Chicago results and what is holding them back. What is holding them back? These are hypocrites. Who is talking about democracy? Talks about the leader must lead right and must do well. Joe Biden, they form my hand. I want you to quickly, just have a word on it before we round up. Please, sir.
The Chicago results, from all indications, it seems like the actual owner of that the actual person that was enrolled in Chicago was late, but it was a lady, it was a female, and that person happens to be a relative of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So okay. Whatever Chicago did then, because I think then in America it was easy to do all those paperwork manipulation. I know that very well, so it was easy to get into school without even nothing. It was much easier those days. So I'm not surprised that we're able to do that then. But however, Chicago University have their own image to maintain. And in order for them to do that, they need to come out clean with whatever they know about the Chicago result, and also give a copy to whoever is demanding it. I think in this case, it's Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is the one that filed the petition in the U.S. Yeah, Nigerians as well. So they need to come out clean. Yes, they've made some error, because there's no way the school registrar will issue a certificate with an error. It is not done.
Do you know that the yearbook for you to issue is missing and every other thing is there? You know that yearbook when they did
Yes, I know.
So when you have rats chopped down, why is it 1979?
So yeah, the school registrar cannot make that blunder. I know that very well. So whatever they've done, they need to come out clean and and give it to the public. It's a public document. They should give it to the public so that at the end of the day, Nigeria can use it for whatever.
We know they open now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it.
So they have a hand in this coup. They have a hand. It's a big shame.
Of course, you and I.
It's a big shame to their name. They are going to smear their name with poop and with garbage because of Tinubu. They did this years ago. We don't care. We need the truth. We need, because if you do it in their, if you submit a fake result to them, they will bring you out and shame you.
Go to court.
So
of course you go to court.
What are they hiding? It is a big shame to Biden. It is a big shame to Chicago University. They don't even have good reputation from the onset anyways. But to hide Tinubu, to hide information, the critical information that we need because of one person, is unheard of. I don't think it's ludicrous, my brother. It's a big shame to Chicago. So what is the way forward now, Baba? What is the way forward? Because Nigeria cannot be like this. Parents are eating their children, throwing their children off into the stream. Hardship everywhere. School fees have been increased. Fuel, nobody they feed by except you dey APC. You dey for inside the table where they chop the money. Oh my God. In an illegitimate government, sir, they are just appointing ministers upon ministers upon ministers. You know they finish. And you know you are illegitimate. Is this guy very sure that the PPT judges are going to give him a soft landing? Because if I was being dragged to court for something that is illegitimate or something that have a one thing or the other way not correct, I don't think I will have that heart, that temerity, the audacity to be appointing ministers. He's appointing ministers as if nothing is going on. We are worried. Why are you appointing ministers? Are the judges going to give you a soft landing and burn Nigeria down? I need you. Way forward, sir.
Let me start from Nigeria. I'm going to summarize it as my closing statement. Let me start from Nigeria. All eyes are on the judiciary as we speak in Nigeria.
Yes.
And illegality cannot become legal. If the judiciary do anything contrary to their precedent, that every court, including some of the judges on that panel, that they've set in the past cases that they had, that means anybody can aspire to become anything with a piece of paper. Just put your name. My name is Prince, and submit it. Then you are qualified to run. That means the INEC can pick up anybody from wherever they like and give him a certificate of return as the president or the governor or senator or whatever the case may be. So all eyes are on the judiciary. Two things that must happen. The judiciary must stand up, no matter how much they get, how much money they receive from Tinubu in their foreign account. They must stand up for the rule of law. They must stand on the side of justice, fairness, and equity on behalf of Nigerians. One. Two, if they fail to do that, they should remember they have kids. They have kids. Their kids will also bear kids.
They have a lineage.
We Nigerians, we will never forgive them. We Nigerians will never forgive them. We'll begin to search record of their children that live overseas. We'll expose them. We'll tell whatever country that owes their host country what their parents have done to destroy democracy in Nigeria. Then for the rest of Africa, Africans from the east, west, south, north, we must all rise up. Whatever that will make your country safe, secure, and its citizens must be able to enjoy the dividends of democracy. In absence of true democracy, the military, do whatever you want to do. Whatever you know that will please your country, do it for the sake of those who lay their life for freedom in Africa. People like Kwame Nkrumah, PLO, Patrick Lumumba, and others, Kenneth Kaduna, so many of them.
Shouting. Nobody hears them.
A lot of them who laid them, Nelson Mandela of blessed memory, a lot of them who laid their life, who sacrificed for the freedom, the independence of African nation. So you, as the son and daughter of Africa, wherever you are, rise up, take your continent back. Thank you, my sister, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to have you for the whole day, but I can't. Thank you. Let me see. They left some comments for you. Let me see. Yeah. Let me show it on. Mama, the best topic of the year. Kudos, Mama. Respect. Kudos to you, Freeborn. Kudos. Thank you so much. Another one. They don't know anything about democracy. For where They don't know. They don't know. I like that word, bunch of disgrace. Yeah, bunch of idiots, bunch of disgrace, bunch of disgrace. Francis, bro, great discourse. Thank you, bro. Yeah, we need you to lend your voice on this. We need you guys to lend your voices. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Can I play one song for you? It's from Sonny Okosun before you leave because you deserve it. Oh my goodness, this is in fact this is the best. This is the best. Just having you here. I will bring you back, and we will keep talking. I will bring you back here. Let me find the song. Africa is now or never. Hey, Wahala. Then go hear I'm hot.
You will not love it or lose it forever. Nigeria is now or never. You rather love it and keep it for good.
Now or never.
Freedom is now or never.
You don't stay.
We either win it or lose it forever.
We are overdue. Hey.
Freedom is now or never.
My people.
We rather win it and keep it for good.
If not, at top, we go there. We will continue to lament. We continue to lament if we do not take power. We are tired.
That song is ever great.
Yeah, nothing beyond this now. You know what I mean? There is something there. It's yours. And I'll blow your papa. Hey! Now we today.
Africa is now or never.
Now
we need to lose it forever.
Now we can live our
Africa is now or never. We need to keep it for good. Nigeria is now or never. You will love it or leave it forever. Nigeria is now or never. We rather love it and keep it for good. Freedom is now or never. We either win it or lose it forever. Freedom is now or never. We rather win it and keep it for good.
Freedom, dancing.
And Jessica, I got my one giant down. And Jessica,
Nigeria is now or never. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Now or never. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I know you are a busy guy, but I pulled you out of your stuff because area mama now. You know,
area mama.
Now me for area. Everybody, Monaco shop. Oh yeah. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we've come to the end of the show. Thank you, Freeborn. Let me see if I have new comment. Thank you, guys. It's been a wonderful time with him. My brother is so he's so good. He's so down with this politics of the thing. Continue to shout. Continue. All eyes on the judiciary. All eyes on the judiciary. Continue. We cannot stay like this. We are human beings. Those people, when they put us down, they are human beings. Waiting. Great Gabon. Boza. Tiring Boza for Gabon. Boza. They just say, which one be cut? We know they go cut. Then they Chris. We know they go any cut. And then. Now they don't carry the thing. Just, put in hand. That in stroke hand. Put on for tire. Tire come out. Then they Chris. Now they just tire come. Great Gabon. They didn't waste time going to court. They didn't waste time at all. They didn't waste time going to court. They didn't waste time. They didn't waste time talking. Nigeria want to follow the right way, which is not bad though. I am in for the right way. But why will the court, just drag us to this extent? They want to change the constitution because of one person. They want to change the constitution for one person. Because of one person, the whole country has to turn upside down. as God liveth, we not go grill. This one is not business as usual. This one is a different thing entirely. My people, I don't want to make you stay so long. Freeborn, are you dancing? Dance, we are leaving. If I want to talk, tomorrow will come. We not go come on for Dance. Let's go. Keep shouting. All eyes on the judiciary. Keep shouting. All eyes on judiciary. If they don't give us what we deserve, they made them. They will kukuma carry the judges know the person that won. We know who won. We gave our mandate to, and yet they are attacking us. No matter the amount of we will take our mandate back. The citizens are tired. Yeah. I'm going about here on my food. No, you governor, you have a right as a human being to food. That is what we did at the food. Yes, that's now who we are. Many years after independence, we still find it hard to start. How long shall we be patient before we reach the promised land? Let's save Nigeria. Are you there? Let's go. So Nigeria won't die. Hey. They win. Oh, yeah. Yes, I want to know. Every little thing don't know where we are heading to. We start to blame the government. We know everything that goes wrong because we are part of the government. Let's save Nigeria so Nigeria won't die. Hey. Which way to go? Inefficiency and indiscipline is ruining the country now. I don't want to
corruption here, there and everywhere. Inflation is so high.
I have other things to
Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria will die.
Me and you save Nigeria. You and I save Nigeria now. You and I save Nigeria.
Which way to go? Oh, sure. Yes, I want to know. We made mistakes during the oil boom, not knowing that was our doom.
I love my father.
Everything. Why many
where are we heading to?
Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria will die.
Hey.
To go. I love my fatherland. Oh yeah. Yes, I want to go. Green revolution is a reality. Let's give it a chance to grow. Let's join our hands to farm the land so we can have enough food to show.
You are tired of suffering. You cannot come from back door and want to clean the house. You have to come from outside the door. Oh,
sure. Our ambition to be millionaires is running the country down. We all want to be millionaires and to live in the air. Oh, let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
I left your comment there.
Which way to go? I love my fatherland.
I want
yes, we want to know.
Nigeria. I'll see you soon.
Let's start
Please
right
watch my
now to
videos
rebuild
on
ourselves just to make the country smile.
and on
Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Please subscribe if you haven't. There's a lot to learn from me and there's a lot of work. Subscribe, share my videos. Share my videos.
Oh, sure.
Share my videos. Put your hand on that button. When you subscribe and I come online, you will think it's fun to see me. Then you don't have to look for easy time.
It is written in the book of God.
There's my
The people
video.
who shall find their ways, and we need to really hand the world. Let's save
I pray for
Nigeria, so
Nigeria.
Nigeria won't fall.
They cannot steal our pancake. Nigeria. Let's do this of Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
Of Nigeria.
We want to know.
Aluta continua. Victoria Seta. Victoria Seta. Aluta continua. Victoria Seta. Great, 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 great.
Oh, yeah.
I love you guys.
Yes, I want to know. One more time.
This show doesn't please you. Ole mande, ole mande. When I remember Nigeria, water run away. When I remember my country, water run away. When I remember our people, water run away. Water run away, me. When I remember the judges, water run away, me. Water run away, me. Great bongo, great. Aluta, we dey come. You must give us our mandate, or you give us our mandate. You have no alternative. Either you give us our mandate or you give us our mandate. Give us our mandate or you give us our mandate. Thank you guys. I gotta run. In as much as I want to stay and just be and just do I gotta run. I got to run. I want go market, yo. I want go market, go buy food. Or God will come and make it for chop. I want cook ogbolo soup. Thank you so much. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye, bye bye. I'll see you soonest. Please share this video, okay? Share this video and be ready to take what belongs to you. The mandate is yours. For all well-meaning Nigerians, you own that mandate. Take it by force. The kingdom of God said, now violence they do there. Take it by force. Me, I don't like bloodshed, but take it by force. You see, Bongo. You see that that one will just come on now. Great Niger. Gabon, great Gabon. Gabon not be Bongo. Bongo not the idiots. Great Gabon. Take it by force. Great Gabon. Take it by force. Thank you. Bye-bye.